Needham 1. Roger.
521.
Start me a card for a